Hey student, watch this video and learn how to describe your appearance in English. Coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. As usual, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to teach you. From Monday to Friday, I have many different kinds of English lessons, so make sure to subscribe so that you always get the notifications of my live videos. Anyway, my friends, let's dive into the content. Today I'm going to talk about how you can describe appearance in English. And before I start the content, I have a free ebook where I teach you 5 different strategies to help you better understand and talk to native or non-native in English. It's a very interesting book, so to download it, it's free. All you gotta do is click in the link in the descriptions, register your best email, and after that you will get the email, you will get the ebook, and every week I'll be sending you a very nice lesson to your email, okay? Now, what do you look like? Yeah, today we're gonna talk about appearance. It is a very, very simple lesson. Sometimes English learners complicate English, okay? As they learn more structure, more vocabulary, they tend to complicate the basic, okay? So what I'm gonna show you here is that you need 2 structures here. 2 sentences to describe your appearance. I am, if you're talking about yourself, okay? I am, I have. I am, I have. And that's it, my friend. Remember, when you are in a conversation describing your appearance, you have to be more objective, cut to the chase. So you don't need to describe every single detail about you, my friend, unless it's part of the conversation, okay? You can also use my, blah, blah, is, are. If you are describing someone else, his, her, blah, blah, is, are, or she has, he has. So you will need very, very basic structure to describe your appearance in English, okay? Now, before I give you some examples, we need to focus on some key words that will help you describe your appearance. And the first thing I want to show you is the color of your eyes. Now, there are many colors out there, today people are getting very creative when it comes to appearance. And let me check something here. Yes, when it comes to appearance in English, to the appearance of the eyes, so you do not need to complicate the description of appearance. Okay, so now eyes, we have blue, we have gray, we have brown, we have green, we have hazel. Personally, have I ever seen someone with hazel eyes? I'm not sure. Brown eyes. My eyes are brown. So you see, very basic English. My eyes in the plural, because I'm not a pirate. I have 2 eyes. So my eyes are blue. No, they are not blue. My eyes are brown. Oh well. Do you have blue eyes? Let me know. I can say I have brown eyes, or I can say my eyes are brown. If I want to talk about my sister has brown eyes, or her eyes are brown. So you see, very basic language to describe appearance in English. We are here in the first part. Eyes. Wink. Moving on. Hair. Did you know that my hair is not clean? Okay, my hair looks dirty right now, but it's not dirty. But I'm trying to take care of my hair, and today I decided to apply this oil, and I think I applied too much. Now it looks oily. So I have to wash it tonight, and I didn't have time to wash it before the lesson, but it's not dirty. I just applied a different oil, and now it's oily. Ugh, I don't like that. But the product says that it helps the hair grow, because right now I'm not very happy with the size, with the length of my hair. So I'm trying to make it grow, make it great again. Anyway, My original hair is not straight. This is not my real hair. Well, it is my real hair. Okay, that's my hair. But my hair, when I was a baby and a child and a teenager, I have curly hair. Okay, so my hair is curly. Now I have straight hair, but it's chemically treated. Okay, so straight, wavy, wavy hair, curly hair. Honestly, I don't think there are different kinds of hair, but in most scenarios, that's usually what we describe when it comes to hair: straight, wavy, curly. Then you have the lengths: short, medium length, long. In my opinion, my hair right now is short. But when I tell my friends, they say, no, Priscilla, your hair is medium length. But I'm like, it's freaking short. Tell me, do you have long hair, medium length hair, or short hair? Tell me in the chat. Oh, thank you, Claudio. My hair is very stylish today. Yeah, it looks funny to me, okay? I'm not very happy about my hair. As I told you, I applied the oil and now it's I don't know, it's funny. But okay, fine. I'm trying my best to help my hair grow. Good. So tell me about your hair. And again, you will use basic language. I have curly hair. I have wavy hair. I have medium length hair, long hair. And I will, in a few slides, I will going to explain what you do when you have color and style. So I'll be talking about that in a second, okay? Now, the next thing we have is the color. Okay, so Claudia doesn't have hair. Jessica, are you my student's daughter? Let me know, because then I can send you an email and tell you the name of the oil. The oil is, man, I don't know how to say that in English, actually. Oh my God, I don't know how to say that in English. Oh, it's a rosemary. It's a rosemary oil. It's a kind of a plant, but I put too much. That was my problem. I think I got too excited and I put too much. Rodrigo, can you fix that phrase? I don't have any hair. So I will talk about you guys too. Boys, take it easy, don't worry, I'll be talking about your hair too. So when you don't have any hair, you can say I don't have any hair, but usually you say you're bald. Okay, I'm bald. That's what you usually say. I am bald, okay? I don't have any hair. My God, that would be a terrible thing for me. Jesus. So here we have the colors. Ginger. Do you have ginger hair? I do not, never had. I think it's a very strong, powerful color, but not for me. Blonde hair, hello? Not me either. Black hair. My hair is not black. It looks black, but it's not. My hair is brown, but very dark brown, okay? Now this, my hair is, okay, this part here is what we call highlights, okay? This is very common with the girls. Some boys do it too, okay? Some boys like it too, but this is very common with women, all right? But hey, men can do it too. They do it actually. So if you see the next picture, the second picture on the bottom, you will see that it's brown, but with blonde highlights. That's what I have in my hair. My hair is brown with blonde highlights. You see the color here? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? So it's very common nowadays. And then we have the gray hair. Well, white hair, we usually say it's gray hair, okay? But occasionally it'll be all white. Not cool. So what is your hair color? Okay, so again, simple language. I have black hair. I have blonde hair. Or my hair is black. My hair is brown. I have ginger hair. Does anybody have ginger hair? Let me know. Right. Moving on. Come on, my beautiful, well, I can't say beautiful, my handsome boys here on the channel. I checked, and it's interesting because I have to admit that my male haircut vocabulary is very poor. To be very honest, I started Googling hairstyles for men, and I was surprised because there are many. But because I'm not really here, I'm not necessarily describing a lot of styles. I picked 3 things that are the most common besides the short, okay? I have short hair. That's what guys usually say. I have short hair. That's it. But here, if you look at the first guy, flat top hair. Very common. Some boys love this style. I don't. But hey, your hair, your rules. Bald, when you have no hair, it's gone, okay? And sometimes, listen to me, boys. Sometimes it's better if you shave it all off than having a little hair. Just do it. Go bald, okay? And then is spiky hair. This is very common with young guys, okay? Not very cool either. I'm very old-fashioned. I prefer guys with very neat hair, very short hair, neat, beautiful, and that's it, okay? Be careful, guys. Don't get too excited about your hair. So my boyfriend is not bald. My friend has flat top hair. I have spiky hair. Well, maybe in the morning, but no, I don't. Right. Facial hair is still with the boys. I was also very surprised to see that there are many different types of beard. I was like, what? Seriously, guys, I started checking websites that are specifically designed to men, okay? I believe that this is something, remember when I say bring English to your life? I'm not a guy, okay? So to be very honest with you guys, learning about facial hair is not interesting to me, okay? So I'm bringing you here things that are common to help you describe your facial hair. However, take a look, check it out. If you are a guy who really enjoys, hi Sylvia, how are you? If you are someone who enjoys your beard, you know, you always go to a barber shop, Google these styles because there are so many different ways to describe your beard, my friend. And if you enjoy it, do it. Just do it. Now, we have the goatee. Don't like it. Then we have the mustache. Don't like it. Then we have the beard. I accept it. It's fine. But for example, this guy in the picture, I don't like his beard. It's too much. It's too much, okay? I like guys with beard. You know, you can have a beard, but you have to do your beard really well, you know. This is just too much. I can't deal with that. Don't like sideburns. So do you have like sideburns? You know, the guys? No, rock and roll. No. Guys, if you like it, it's fine, you know? So these are different kinds of facial hair. Honestly, for example, this guy in the middle, he's a Superman. He is very handsome, very attractive. But in my opinion, with this mustache, he looks awful. He looks ugly. He looks like, oh my God, I don't want to be with you. I know, it's weird, but some women love it. Some women love guys with mustache. Now, the other guy, I think if he shaved it a little, you know, it would look better. He would look more handsome. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, and I forgot to change the text here. Moving on. Hey, if you're enjoying this lesson where I'm sharing about beard and hair and my oily hair, hit the like button and share this lesson with your friends. See if you love Elvis Presley. I like him too as a musician, as a singer. I love him. But the sideburns, yeah, not my thing. You don't like sideburning, guys? Yeah, me neither. I think this is very old-fashioned. It's, yeah, I don't like it either. But one thing that I don't like either, and I'm sorry, boys, if you have that, is long hair. I cannot have a boyfriend with long hair because I cannot accept that my boyfriend has a longer hair than mine. Because I have a lot of problems growing my hair. My hair is not very healthy because of the treatments I do. And because of that, my hair takes forever to grow. So I cannot be with a guy that has more hair than I do. Period. Tell me about you. Do you prefer guys with short hair or long hair? Let me know here in the chat. Now, moving on. Body, okay? Body, 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 body. Now, guys, when you are describing your appearance, if you are talking about yourself, you can use whatever you want. But when you are describing, let me fix my hair. But when you are describing someone else, be very careful with the words you choose because you may offend the person who is listening. Okay? Now, here I have a picture of the same woman in black, and in the first picture, she is a little overweight. In the second picture, she is slim. And then in the third picture, we have Taylor Swift, and she is very thin. What is the difference? Now, overweight, when I use overweight, I'm saying the person is fat, okay? Now, can I use fat? Fat is considered impolite. It's a little impolite when you describe someone as fat. That's why overweight is a better option. However, don't be fooled. If you describe someone and you're talking, oh, John is overweight, that's not something very nice to say. So whenever I'm teaching my students about appearance, I always tell them, when you describe someone's appearance, don't mention if the person is fat or overweight. Only if extremely necessary. This is not the kind of thing we say about other people. Again, I can talk about myself, but I cannot talk about other people. Be very careful about that, okay? Now, the difference between fat and overweight is that fat can be seen as rude, okay? So be careful. I can say that I am fat. Oh my God, I'm fat. But I cannot say someone else is fat. Unless it's your best friend. It's someone you have intimacy, okay, with. So be careful. Overweight can offend people too, all right? So be careful when describing people's appearance. If you are describing your own appearance, fine, but other people's appearance, no, okay? Now, then we have here Taylor Swift. She is very beautiful. I think she is very beautiful, but she is very thin. Now, what's the difference between the second picture, the middle picture is slim, and the next picture thin? When I say someone is slim, I'm saying the person is thin and attractive, you know? The person has curves, but beautiful curves. So the person is thin in a beautiful way, okay? When I say someone is thin, I'm not necessarily describing that person as attractive. Remember, attractive, beauty is very personal. Maybe for some people, being thin is amazing, okay? But maybe for me, it's not. I don't have an exact word to describe a normal weight because what is normal weight? See, that's the problem. What is a normal weight? I would say slim, okay? Slim would be a good word to describe someone that is not fat, not thin. It's attractive. It's a good body shape. Okay, so I have a slim body. For example, in my case, I'm not thin, but I'm not fat. I have a slim body. All right. So slim is when you are thin, but it's an attractive kind of thin. It's not an ugly thin, all right? And I don't have a perfect body, and I have my little fat, my love handles, but it's a normal weight. I have a normal weight, but I'm not thin, all right? Now, Priscilla, if I say someone is thin, am I offending the person? No, you're not. You can say, oh, you are thin. Oh, she's thin, she's tall. No problems. You can describe someone as thin, just that if the person is not very thin, you can say the person is slim. Okay, Claudio, I would say slim would be a good option. Sylvia, you are thin. That is true. You are thin. I am slim. And if I am not careful in this quarantine, I will get fat. I have to close my mouth and stop eating. No, I'm kidding. I won't be fat. So I would say slim, okay, Claudio? This would be a good word to describe women that are good, not fat. There's also chubby, but I would feel offended if someone said I was chubby. Really offended. All right, you got it? Body type, and remember, never describe someone's body type unless it's extremely necessary. If you're talking about yourself, go for it, no problems. If you're talking about other people, be mindful, be careful, you may offend the person, okay? Now, continue with the body. Medium height, short, tall. I'm tall, okay? Tall. But some people, they are not tall, but they're not short. They're medium height. And some people are short, okay? I wouldn't use heavy to describe a woman, for example, unless you want to offend that woman or that man, okay? Usually if you say someone is very heavy, you could, but it's not the best word to say it, okay? It's not the best word to describe. I would say overweight. Fat would also be a good word. Just remember not to offend the person, because you can. You have to be careful with the words. And if I'm being very careful here, because I don't like talking about body in videos like this, because I don't want you to have the wrong opinion, to have the wrong idea. I'm just teaching the English language here, okay? Now, whether you want to call someone fat or ugly, it doesn't matter to me. You will have to find what you do with this information, okay? Now, as I said, be very careful when describing other people in front of others, because you may come off as rude depending on the words you use, okay? Now, special traits. I don't have any special traits. Well, I have the pimple. Freckles. Some very, well, I don't know if black people have it too, with dark skinned people, but white people have a lot of freckles, you know? I don't. Small dots, like very small dots, and lots of them. Sometimes on cheeks, on the face, sometimes on the arms, okay? This happens a lot with people with fair skin, with light skin, and so it's a very special characteristic. In fact, I think it's very beautiful. You know, it's a very special, as I said, a special trait. Beauty mark. Well, I put the picture with the beauty mark here, but you will not always have a beauty mark here, you know, on the upper lip area. No, not necessarily. You could have a beauty mark in other parts of your body, okay? But this is very common. Many people have beauty marks. Now, be careful, because I'm talking about the beauty mark, the delicate, tiny thing here. If it's very big, then it's not a beauty mark, okay? Sorry. It's... Leonardo, you can use it to both, okay? For men and for women, you can use this limb for both, okay? I think when the beauty mark is not really a beauty mark, we call it, oh my God, how do we say it? I forgot. I mean, I didn't forget, I'm not sure. Yes, it's a dark mole, okay? So if you have a very big one, and it's really big, then it's not a beauty mark anymore. It's a dark mole, you know. Be careful. Go to a doctor, see if everything's okay, all right? I think I changed my slide here. And pimple. Okay, so teenagers have problems with acne, okay? Now, what you see there in the slide is a one pimple. Don't pop your pimples. Because they can grow and grow and grow, then there will be a face on your pimple. Because your pimple will be so big. So I hate when this happens. Usually on my PMS, on my period, I get a lot of pimples. And because I have hormone problems, hormone imbalance, sometimes I get pimples on my neck, or I get pimple on my chest, or on my back, sometimes on my leg. But not many. This is every since I started having a better diet, I don't have as many pimples anymore. Thank God. Okay. Now, skin color, another very, very, very delicate issue. Be very careful and be very respectful to this vocabulary. Remember, I'm teaching you, doesn't mean you can go crazy and use everything. Be mindful of the situation, okay? Now, you're watching the news. You can see what's happening right now in the United States. It's horrible. There's so much racism around the world. So be very careful when you're describing people's skin color. When you're describing your color, my friend, be happy. You can say whatever you want about yourself. But when you're describing a friend's skin color, or describing, maybe you're having a conversation about a skin color in general, be very careful with the language you use. Now, why is that? I have a story to tell. A long time ago, I had this student, this private student, and he was a businessman. Okay, he traveled around the world, and I don't know if this changes anything. He was white. Okay, he had white skin, and he was my private student. And at the time, I went to the company to teach him, and we were having conversation, about the United States and traveling. And then he told me he made a friend. But when he told me he made a friend, he used a very bad word. It's such a bad word that I cannot use here on the channel, but it starts with the letter N. You probably know this, but there is a word in English to describe black people, the color, that is very racist, and it starts with the letter N. And this student started using this word with me to describe the friends he made. Oh, my friends, they were blah, this color, blah. And then I talked to the blah people. And at some point, I stopped this student and I said, look, you cannot use this word. First, because it's racist. Second, you're white. This will get so much controversy. It'll be so complicated for you. So this is a terrible word. I don't know if you're using this by mistake, but don't use it. The student was not happy, and I realized that he knew what the word meant, because he wanted to use the N word. He wanted to use it, and he kept using the word, and I felt extremely uncomfortable, because I started to think, oh my God, when he travels abroad, if he uses this N word in the wrong place, he could go to jail, or he could get into trouble. Okay, now how can you respectfully describe someone's skin? If you have a black friend, you have a black friend. Okay, I think we don't need to make a big deal out of this. So when you're describing someone, let's say, well, my best friend is black. She's tall and thin. She has dark green eyes, and that's it. You keep going. My friend is black. No problem saying that. But you can't say like, oh, she's a black woman. No, okay? Be careful with the way and the intonation you use. For example, I have brown skin. I'm not black, I'm not white, I'm brown. I have brown skin, and sometimes in the United States people were very confused with my color. They were like, wow, you're not dark, you're not like white, what are you? Because in the summer I get really dark skin. Okay, if I go to the beach and I get tanned, I get really dark. My skin gets really dark, and in my opinion, it gets really beautiful. So I always confused people in the US because my skin color is a little different. Okay, maybe here in the camera you don't really, on the video you don't really see it, but it is pretty different. Now, I have black skin, she's black, or she's white, she has white skin, she has brown skin, or I have brown skin, I'm brown. It's fine. There's no disrespect describing someone's skin color, but this is not the conversation that I usually have. When I'm describing a friend, it's not necessary to me to describe the skin color. Does that make any difference? That's what I want you to think about. I want you to learn this in English, that's good. But when you're describing a friend, does it really matter what color your friend is? Like, does it really matter? I have a friend, he's amazing, he's tall and beautiful. That's it. It's good. You don't need to give all the details. But let's say I have a friend and she's black and her skin is so perfect. Now, I could say that. Oh, I can say brunette too, Leonardo. I can say someone is brunette. It's very similar to brown, okay? Maybe a little lighter than brown, but darker, not white, okay? Not white, not black, not necessarily brown. I also say I'm brunette. I can use the word brunette. Coffee and milk in Brazil, yes. Okay, so maybe I have a friend. Let's put this into context. Maybe I have a very good friend and she has an incredibly beautiful black skin. You know, it's so beautiful. I have a friend like this. Her skin was just shining and oh my god, it was just so beautiful. In this case, if it's something very special about your friend, then you can say, okay, but in a positive way. Oh, my best friend, she has a beautiful black skin. She's very tall and slim. She's a supermodel, you know, she's amazing. So that's the idea, okay? Remember, be careful with this. This is good for you to know. Intonation is very important, the way you describe, but it's not always necessary to give so much emphasis on color. But you can describe someone's color. You can describe your color. I have brown skin, I'm tall, I'm slim. It depends on whom you're talking, okay? Right. Now, let's see. Okay, now just a quick review here as I show you. What do you look like? Tell me about your appearance. These are questions you may get, okay? So, basic language. I have, I am, or my. I have long, straight, brown hair with blonde highlights. I have big, brown eyes. My eyes are big. I don't know. Maybe they're normal. They're not big. I have a big nose. I do. What am I going to do? And this in the description, when you're describing your appearance, this is something you can say, wow, I have a big nose, or I have a crooked nose, you know, a crooked. I have a crooked nose, or I have a small nose. If it's something very specific about you, you can say, so I have a big nose. I always have. My father has a big nose. My brother has a big nose. My mother doesn't. My sister doesn't either. My sister's nose is small. So I have a big nose and I like it. All right? So basic language. I have long, straight brown hair. I have big brown eyes. I am slim and tall. So you see, verb to be and verb have. I don't need anything else, okay? My sister is short. She has long, straight brown hair with blonde highlights. She is a little overweight. She has a small nose and a beautiful smile. Her eyes are brown. So you see, only basic language, okay? Adjective sequence, size, style, color. So size, long, style, straight, color, brown. I have long, well, I have medium length. Yes, I have medium length, straight, oily hair. So what I want you to do, I want you to come here in the comments and practice this. Get all the descriptions I gave you here about eye color, hairstyle, type of hair. You can describe your skin color, it's no problem, okay? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that you have to be careful with the way you describe a person in a conversation, okay? That's all I'm saying. It's fine. Just be careful with the way you describe during a conversation. Maybe you have a good intention, but the listener may not understand your intention and may misunderstand the explanation, okay? So it all comes down to the way you describe someone's skin color and appearance in general, all right? So come in the comments and describe. I think my nose is big. You don't know me in person. The camera is helping me, but my nose is big. And I have big teeth. Big teeth. Good. So come in the comments and participate and describe your appearance and your friend's appearance, maybe a boyfriend or girlfriend or wife, husband, or your best friend or your boss, and describe their appearance so that you can practice when you're talking about yourself and when you're talking about somebody else. And if possible, share this lesson with your friends. It really supports the channel when you share, by sharing, you show that you care. You are part of this, So thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Bye-bye.